Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing a coloring video today because somebody reminded me on one of the groups that I haven't done a video for coloring in a while, and I realized that I have not. I just kind of been, I'm a weirdo, and I kind of go through these phases where I withdraw a little bit from social media slightly because I get a little bit overwhelmed by it sometimes, and so I have to pull back. So I haven't been super involved in the groups lately, especially the larger groups. I've been posting in the smaller groups. It's just a weird thing about my personality. I don't know. But I haven't done a video since June, I guess. And so I thought I would show you guys what I've been working on and my finished coloring pages up until now. I think today's the 24th, July 24th maybe. It's Monday, 24th or 25th. I'm not sure. And I have a couple works in progress going on right now, which is very unusual for me because I usually start a picture, finish it, start a picture, finish it. You know, I don't have like many open pictures, but this time I do. So some of you guys might recognize this. I posted it when I first started it in some of the groups, but this is from Fantasia. And I started this probably back in May, and I never finished it. I got overwhelmed by all the colors that I decided to use, and I felt like it was going to be crazy. So I pulled back because I just didn't know what to do with it. I haven't touched it in weeks, probably 3 weeks or a good 3 weeks. I just haven't touched it, but I do plan on finishing it because I hate having unfinished works. I wish I've seen pictures of this finished like on Instagram and stuff, and they look beautiful when they use a really simple color palette, shades of gray, shades of purple, shades of pink, you know, and I kind of went crazy with the colors, and now I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety. So I put it aside for now, but that is a work in progress that I will do soon. And then I also have a work in progress from Magical Dawn, Hannah Carlson. If you're in Sharon's coloring group, you might have seen my post about my husband took me to have a coloring day at this place we go to called Greenfield Village, and this is what I took with me, and I started it but never finished. That's all I got done that day because it was such a pretty day and we were outdoors and I was distracted, but that's all I got finished on that one. So I am planning on finishing that. I just don't have it done right now. So that's from Magical Dawn. And if you hear any noise, like it's my washing machine going right now. I'm doing a load of laundry. This is another work in progress that I started the other night. I was kind of having some anxiety and I wanted something to keep me occupied. I was home alone and I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was kind of getting, like I said, a little bit of anxiety. So I went ahead and I popped open this Barbie coloring book that I bought a while back, and I started a page in here, and it was this one, just goofing around, and I used colored pencils on that, and I got annoyed with myself because I tried to ombre her hair down at the bottom, and the orange on her, like the color of her hair at the bottom matched the color in her tank top, and it aggravated me. So I'm like, you know what, forget this, but I'll go back and finish it. It's kind of fun. And when I started to pressure myself, I'm like, okay, that's defeating the purpose of coloring right now, to help your anxiety if you're getting anxious because your oranges are too similar. It's a little bit ridiculous. So I started that one the other day. But that, and I got that at Dollar General. I showed that in some video previously. Okay, and now I'll show you guys things I have finished. I did do another one from my tried and true Fun and Funky Treasury. I kind of feel about this book like I feel about my Deborah Muller books. They're just really good at helping me escape, and I always am pleased with the way that things turn out, and it's just really fun, and I don't feel pressure. So I did pull it out of the book, but this is it here. Let me move this to the side. It's just one of those Russian nesting dolls. I did use my normal things that I always use, like the Crayola Super Tip markers, and then I go back in with colored pencil and I shade it, highlight. I use my white gel pen. It's a Jelly Roll pen. I know I need to get a Posca, but I just keep putting it off because it's not high on my list. And I think I used the Bic marker on the background, but it was starting to dry out, so you can see all the little areas where it was streaky. But then I just put like dots on it with the white pen, and I think that kind of helps it. Plus, it maybe makes it look a little bit like it's supposed to be that way. I don't know. And then I use washi tape as the border. And I think it's super cute. I really, really like this picture. It makes me happy just to look at it. Makes me pleased. And I really enjoyed that one. So I like that. That's a book I go to a lot. Then everybody's been doing the Christmas in July color along. I got some watercolor on the cover of this one. I was really excited to do the color along for Christmas in July like everybody else. And then once I started it, I completely lost interest. But like I said, it was during my phase of where I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed by social media. I have things going on in my life that just are kind of taking up time, and I just could feel myself pulling back. So I didn't get as involved with it as I had planned to do, but I did do one picture. I didn't do any of the pictures that were assigned to do. I just, like I said, I wasn't feeling it, but I did want to do one. So I did these poinsettias, and I used, I had purchased at the grocery store the Faber-Castell watercolor crayons, the ones that they have for kids. And they were on sale at my grocery store for like $9. So I went ahead and I bought them, and I used them to do like the flowers and the leaves and everything. And then I went back in with pencils and I shaded. And then I wanted to do like a blue background with snow. Well, I had won some Neo 2s from Shalene a while back in a giveaway that she did when she first started her group, I think. And I used that, like the blue Neo color too, on the background. And I just, it was really not pleased with the way it turned out. And no fault of the product. It was me not knowing how to use it properly. So I have like a lot of different spots of really dark, like right here, really dark, right here, really dark. And then other places where it was super light, and I'm like, this is just a big fat mess. So I went ahead and I took white acrylic paint and I just splattered it all over, and tried to make it look like polka dots of snow or something. And I'm not happy with this at all. I also think Joanna Bastard isn't for me. I have one other of her books, the artist edition of Enchanted Forest, and I don't know. I can't get into her no matter how hard I try. It's like work to me to pick a page that appeals to me enough to color. But I do like this book, and of all the ones she has, I like this one probably the most. And also Magical Jungle appeals to me too. So I think I just have to maybe break it out at Christmas time again when I'm feeling in the spirit, and, you know, give it another shot, because I do like some of the images in here. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then I went on a Deborah Muller kick. So I had shown you guys in my last video that I purchased Alice in Wonderland. It's her Alice in Wonderland themed mermaid book. And I did do a page from that. And I love this one. I love how it turned out. I put tons of stickles on it, which I don't know if they're going to show up or not. My lighting is off today. I love the hat. That's like my favorite part of this whole picture. I love the color that it turned out to be. I used my Prismacolor markers and like I usually do, and then I went in with pencils, but I used the purple, like one of the purple markers, and then I went over certain spots of the hat with white, and then I popped the neon pink Prismacolor in over the white spots, and I love how it gave like that kind of dimension to it. I just really love the vibrancy of that purple. I think it's super fun. And then I put the Prismacolors, or not Prismacolors, I'm sorry, stickles all over it. But I thought this one was super, super fun, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. Again, I love Deborah Muller so much, and I have 2 more pictures from Deborah Muller that I'm going to show you guys. And yeah, so... And then the next one I did was from, this is a new book for me. I haven't showed it to you guys yet. This is from Fairy Hair. I didn't even know she had this book coming out. And then all of a sudden, like, I saw the cover of it and on her group, and I'm like, I didn't even know this book existed. But I didn't purchase this book. This book was actually gifted to me by one of the administrators of the Deborah Muller Facebook group. And I really appreciate that a lot. It's a really fun book if you like coloring. It's called Fairy Hair, Crowns, Hairdos, and Shoes. And it's all different stuff. I guess I could do a flip through if you guys are interested in seeing it. It's just a lot of different pictures of fairies and their hair, and they're all different. But this is the one I colored, and I really like this. I didn't do any kind of background or anything. I just sat down and got out my markers and goofed around, and I enjoyed coloring this quite a bit. I like the colors of the flowers together, especially the blue and the kind of like that corally pink color. I just thought it was really, really fun. So that's from Fairy Hair. But I mean, if you guys want to flip through of that, I can do that. Then I also did another picture from the Zombie Girls by Deborah Muller. I did that one. This one here, this Zombie Beach Babe. Again, this was just one that I did for fun. I didn't try to make it be a masterpiece or anything. As you can see, she's sitting on the water. And then the clouds are just, you know, I just took a blue marker and then used some chalk. But I like the sunset back here. I think that's pretty. And I like her skin and her hair and her bathing suit and everything like that. It's just purely escape for me to do that one. And I love the Deborah Muller Facebook group. Because first of all, I think I talked about it before. She always gives us free pictures to download on Fridays, and sometimes more than one. You get, like, I think the other day there was 3 of them on Friday. And also, she always interacts with us when we post our pictures, and if we have a question, we ask, you know, she'll answer. And they're really great on that coloring book group. Like, I recently requested if they could find a way to let us know, like, her calendar of releases, because she puts out a lot of coloring books on her Etsy store and on Amazon that she puts out herself, and also through her Zendoodle publishing, or publisher, I should say. And I asked if they could give us a calendar of events, because I inadvertently discovered that she has 4 coloring books coming out like in the next 2 months. And I was like, hey, I'd like to know ahead of time so that I can budget my money and plan to purchase those and everything. So they created events to show us when her new books will be out. And she has a book coming out August 4th called Gothic Mermaids, which the cover looks fantastic. And then she also has one coming out called Mer Kitties, and they're like mermaid cats, which if you're into cats, that'd be really cool. But then in September, she has 3 Halloween themed books coming out. One is called Pinup Ghouls, Ghouls. Okay, you know, that's going to be fabulous for me. And also Cute and Creepy Girls, and then I think Day of the Dead Girls and Their Pets. So I'm planning on getting all 3 of those, plus the Gothic Mermaids. And I'm just really excited about those. So I thought I'd give you guys my little Deborah Muller plug, as I usually do. And then lastly, I pulled out this book the other day that I had, excuse me, in my stash. I purchased it off of Etsy months ago and never really, I mean, once I got it, I just looked at it and then I put it away. And how many times do we do that, you guys? When we buy a book, we like it. We like it enough to buy it, and then we put it away and don't open it again. And I hate it when I do that. So I was like, my goal for July is to not purchase any coloring books and just pull out ones that I've already bought that I hadn't colored in. And so that's what I did with this one. And the one I colored from this one is called The Bone Queen. Well, first of all, the book is by Mitzi Sato. And then I didn't know. I was thinking her name is Wyeth, but I didn't know. And I actually went on her Etsy store and read like her About Me section. And she said the W is pronounced as a V and the F's are silent, so it's pronounced as in view. It rhymes with view. Basically, she said just say view. So her name is Mitzi Sato View. And I did show this book when I first got it, but I don't think I flipped through it or anything. But this is the picture that I chose to do, and it was called The Bone Queen, and I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. It's so much fun. I use my usual stuff that I always use, Prismacolors. First the Crayola Super Tips, then Prismacolors, and then glitter. or stickles and chalk as the background, and I did chalk like down here around her skin and stuff to make her look a little bit foggy. Now, I did learn something when I did this. So you can see I put stickles in the middle of the flowers. That's the only place. I used the black stickles in the dark area, and I used gold in the middle. One thing I learned is that if I'm going to use stickles with things that require a fixative, so like I used chalk on the background, I had the stickles already on, and then I sprayed my fixative over it, and it dulled the stickles somewhat. So like they're there, you can see them, but they're not as sparkly and twinkly as they normally would be. So that was just like something I learned. You always learn something new all the time. So from now on, if I'm doing a page that requires a fixative and I have stickles on there, then I'm definitely going to use the stickles after I spray the fixative. So just a friendly little tip in case you guys didn't know that. It dulled my stickle. And that was the Midnight Gardens from Mitzi Sato View, a dark fantasy coloring book. And I really enjoyed coloring that. And I had planned to start another one right away. I was thinking of doing this one, or my husband, actually, he was looking at it and he said, why don't I do this one? He really likes that one because the business card for the Etsy store has a print of this on it. So I might do that one. And then also, I like this one because I purchased some washi tape with butterflies on it, and I thought it would look really nice as a border. So I don't know. We'll do something. We'll figure out something. But those are the pages that I've colored recently, and I just thought I would share with you guys. So even though I haven't been as active in the group or on the YouTube as far as my coloring goes, I'm still coloring. I'm just kind of got stuff going on. If you're on my Facebook, you know we've got an illness in our family, and it's really a difficult time for us, and so we're just trying to get through. but the coloring has definitely helped me, so I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm going to keep it going, and I will be purchasing some new books in August. And September, like I said, I want those new Deborah Muller books. So when those come in, I will definitely show those to you guys. I'm also going to put a link to the Deborah Muller Facebook group in the description bar of this video, so you can check that out. And then also, there's a new coloring group that I joined called Something Wicked, that I found through the Deborah Muller group because they featured her as an artist of the week there, and it's a coloring group for people that like to color darker imagery. There is some nudity, gore, and cursing, like swear words, pictures like that. The sweary books and stuff like that are in there. I joined because I like to color like horror. I like the horror. I like dark images like this and stuff like that. So that's why I personally joined it. I'm not really into the sweary books or whatever. Not my thing, but that's fine for people who enjoy that, you know, or whatever. But I can link that in the description bar below also. So I guess I'm rambling on. I better go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm about to film a new supplies video some supplies I picked up in a couple new books. So look for that. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.